We have a new series starting, Adulting 101. So each month we're going to have a program just kind of for late teen, early 20 age people that can learn a little bit of some life skills.
Lots of upcoming events and activities at the Hayes Public Library, as well as some updated apps that offer new features online. I'm Jeff Leiker. Callie Kolacny, the communications coordinator for the Hayes Public Library, stops by to fill us in on this episode of the Post Podcast.
One thing I want to talk about, we do have some new digital resource content that's available. So, we're closed today. Digital resources are always open. So if you're looking for books and things like that, you can still get those things online. But a couple new things that we have a craft and hobby app. And it was available beginning last week, and it has over 4,000 hours of content, including classes and tutorials on any kind of craft hobby thing you want. I mean, from crocheting to woodworking. So if you want to learn how to do new things or get some tips on something that is already something that you really enjoy doing, and just go in there. There are some preset classifications, but you can also just do, we do a lot of resin things at the library, little craft resin things. Well, we just typed in resin and it popped up a whole bunch of tutorials on that. So just type in whatever you might be looking for. It'll pop up whatever is there. There's a lot of really cool things available. So if you have any craft hobby things that you're interested in, check that out. We also have,
and I mean, this is a huge benefit as well too. We were talking off air about just how flipping cold it's been.
Yeah, exactly.
you don't even have to leave your house to get these as well too.
Yeah. So just pull it up and start something new, especially in the winter when it is pretty miserable out. Mm-hmm. We also have consumer reports. We've had this in the past, but then it's one of those that kind of went away for a while, but we brought it back. And so this is a great opportunity to get money-saving tips if you want to make a purchase and need some independent reviews or opinions on certain things. Maybe it's a washing machine or a car or whatever it might be. Then Consumer Reports provides that information. So you can also access that through the library. It's all on our digital library. So just go to the website, hayeslibrary.org, and find the digital library. And these, along with many other apps, are available now. So yeah, it's two really cool things that we think our patrons will enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. And got a nice long list of events coming up here as well. You guys are always busy. I don't think you ever take breaks at all. Even on your quote unquote day off, you guys are still going to be working yes. and everything. Let's get into these events here real quick.
Okay, we've got our monthly painting class will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. This is adults only, and it's limited to the first 30 patrons. Our community classroom with Angels Care Home Health will be on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. We have another in our community program this week. It's the Ellis County Historical Society. So come and learn more about what the Ellis County Historical Society has to offer to the community. That'll be on Wednesday at 6 p.m. The Cozy Mystery Book Club will also meet on Wednesday at 6:30. Leap into the new year with new numbers. This is a managing diabetes program. We'll have a diabetes educator there to talk about how best to manage your numbers. That will be on Friday at 10 a.m. The World Language Club, the monthly meeting of the World Language Club, will be on Saturday at 11 a.m. That's an all-ages event. The Adult Chess Club, we had to move theirs because they would normally be meeting today, the third Monday, but obviously we're closed. And so they wanted to move back a week. So they will be meeting next Monday on January 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Hands-on bread making. I think this one will be pretty popular. Most of our cooking type programs are pretty popular. So this will be one where you can learn about bread making. That'll be on January 23rd at 6 p.m. The Fantasy Book Club will meet on January 29th at 6 p.m. So it's not too late. If you're into fantasy books, you can go ahead and grab that book and read it and join the group on January 29th. We have a new series starting, Adulting 101. So each month we're going to have a program just kind of for late teen, early 20 age people that can learn a little bit of some life skills. And so this one's going to be about applying for jobs. That'll be on January 30th at 6 p.m. We'll have another workout with the Center for Health Improvement on February 6th at 6 p.m. And then, of course, February, it's Valentine's Day. So we work that into the month. So we will have Romance Readers Night. So if you enjoy romance books, this is the night for you. It'll be on February 8th at 6 p.m. We'll have some games and crafts. We'll even have a chocolate fountain. So how delicious does that sound?
Yeah.
And also a chance to win a signed book. So that'll be, again, on February 8th at 6 p.m. for all those romance readers trying to get into that the February month of love or whatever it might be. So those are some of the programs that we have coming up in the next month or so.
Yeah. Adulting 101 just makes me so happy that from a marketing standpoint, because I have been saying, I need to adult, like using adult as a verb rather than a noun for so many years.
Right.
And it's just tapping into what the teens are saying now at this point.
And our thing even says, do you want to be an adultier adult?
Yep.
Me more of an adult? Well, here's some classes. And I don't remember what the other months are, but I'll be back. And so we'll talk about the future months. But, things like, applying for jobs. Teenagers need to apply for jobs or need to know how to apply for jobs. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be some very basic things like that, or things that we may think is basic. But if nobody's really taking you aside and said, hey, this is how to do this. This is the best way. Then how are you supposed to know? Yeah.
And again, all of these free for the most part.
Yes. All of these programs are free. You just need to show up and enjoy and participate. And none of them, there's no pre-registration for any of these. So the ones that are limited, some of those adult ones for where we need to have a certain number of supplies available.
Right.
It's just first come, first serve. And so we don't hold seats for people, things like that. It's because we've had a problem of people have said, well, why don't you do registrations? Well, because then we've had the problem of them people not showing up and then we have an empty seat and we can't give that away because there's no time. So it's just, show up and enjoy the program. And some of them too, like the bread making, it's it is limited. I can't remember what the number is. But then if you get there and there aren't supplies available, you can still stay and watch and learn the stuff. You just can't do the hands-on part of it. But you can still get some of the insight of the program.
I mean, yeast, flour, water, you could bring your own too as well if you want to.
I suppose you could. I don't know. And I don't know specifically what kind of bread they're making. Right. If there's specific, I don't know.
There's different yeast cultures for different breads and stuff like that. Yeah, I get it and everything. So, this is absolutely fantastic. And is there anything else that we want to touch on here? Real quick?
We'll have one more thing coming up starting in February, and the Chamber's probably going to be talking about this as well, but the Chamber Legislative Coffee, for the last couple of years, we have been the host site for those, and they do them in February, March, and April, and it's always the first Saturday of those months, and so you can come to the library for those. The first one will be on February 3rd, then March 2nd, and April 6th. The doors will open at 8. From 8 to 8:30, you can just mingle, and there'll be coffee and usually scones from Breathe. I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be the same as last year. I haven't talked to Sarah for sure on that. And then the program will actually begin at 8:30. So again, the doors don't open until 8. So please don't come super early because they don't open until 8. You can email your questions to Sarah at the Chamber office ahead of time or ask questions when you're there. They have a opportunity. You can write down questions and they'll get to as many as they can. Obviously, it's too early to know who will be there as far as the legislators go, but we're happy to be able to host that event again. It's a great opportunity for the community to come in and spend some time with their local representatives and have a chance to talk to them, sometimes one-on-one, but at least have a chance to hear what they have to say and to ask some questions. So again, we're really happy to be able to provide that opportunity for the Chamber to have their Chamber Legislative Coffee at the library again this year.
Yeah. I mean, and here we are in the digital age. I don't want to hear anybody ever say that libraries are irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah. It's
There's
fantastic.
a lot of things that we provide besides just, and I say just books, but books are super important. But we have provide so much more than that between all of the digital services that we provide, as well as the opportunities like Chamber Legislative Coffee and learning how to make bread. I mean, it's, there's such a wide range, plus all of this stuff for children. We have a lot of programs for children. We are looking for an early literacy coordinator. Miss Lou got another opportunity and decided to take that opportunity. So she has left, but so we do have an open position. We don't have a lot of full-time positions open very often. So this is a full-time open position. You can find out more about that at hayeslibrary.org under the About Us column. Find out more about that job, too, if you're into early education for children.
Yeah. Or if you know somebody as you're listening.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. All right. And where can we find you guys on socials?
Okay, we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Just find Hayes Public Library. Follow us on there. We do lots of updates on all of these events plus more. This is just, a tip of the spear of what we have. So lots of updates on the programs. The website, hayeslibrary.org. Go there. The online calendar is always up to date, plus a lot of information on all of the things I talked about, and that digital library is there as well. You can call us 625-9014. If you have questions about anything or need to talk to somebody about something, just give us a call.